What is up, guys? It's your boy, No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the 2 Minute Drill. Well, 393 held again, and 393 has been holding for about a week and a half now, right? We've been screaming we want the 390 test one more time, but 393 had something else in store. And then Jay Powell came out dovish as a dove, if that makes sense. Mr. Fuck Your Puts sent us to the moon. What did he say? He basically said there's a possibility of lower rate hikes, still rate hikes, but lower rate hikes in December. Okay, market wanted to hear that. Now, what happened? We went Ripper Magoo, how are you? And I think there was a nice little short squeeze that got happened in there as well. But I want to talk about what we can expect tomorrow. Does everybody see this down trend line from the year, right? From the beginning of the year? If you look right here, literally 1.5, that's January, all the way down. Every time we've touched, we have rejected, or it's been respected, whatever you want to call it. So what does that mean? That means tomorrow we more than likely get that test. We actually filled the gap up in the after hours trading, just so everybody knows. Okay, you all see that right there. Top of the gap was 407.46. We hit 408.70. So the gap is filled, but do they give us the opportunity in the cash open? As you can see right here, we see this little, wherever we open, whether it's 407, 408, I don't know. There is some room to run up to maybe 409.50, 410 to test this trend line. Okay, what else do we have there that's an important level? Well, if we just want to zoom in, the last time we went up and touched the 200 MA and last time we touched trend line, we can see it right there. Okay, 200 MA touch trend line, rejection, but right here is an interesting level. Why? Obviously, we have a gap up, okay, to 408. Okay, can't deny that. Would definitely think that's a fade. Now, it just depends how we react in the pre-market. I mean, we were basically up about 5 handles. Yes, we opened up about 15 higher. We can obviously see the significance of this double gap. You can see this was a double gap, right? This was a gap up, okay? And also, so you can see that's kind of where we closed today, was this portion of the gap, this candle, 407 area, 407.60, but we pushed up in the after hours. That's great. Okay, now tomorrow it's going to be all about this trend line. And then there's one other thing I don't really see a lot of people talking about. Shout out Cheeseheads. He has been saying this from the bottom. Is this guy right here. Everybody see this purple line, right? Purple line, purple line, purple line. 412 weekly 50 MA, 412. And it's right here at where? 411, which is the top of this huge candle. Okay, or 411.70. We got 412.40. That probably updates a tad bit lower tomorrow. It's all kind of lining up. Now, I want everybody to know, just because you drew a line on a fucking chart doesn't mean it has to go to the penny and reject. It could go a little above. And to me, it would be advantageous for the market to peak its head a little above the trend line, only to fall back down. Okay, so maybe we get a little bit of a wick action here to end this week out. Maybe. Okay, it's maybe possible. We also have this 200 MA that we just blew through today, had no regard for. The market didn't give a fuck. Okay, so with that being said, does it maybe make sense to have a push up higher, maybe a little wiki up here, maybe get up to that 411, possibly to see us fade and maybe back test the 404, 405 level where the 200 MA is? Very possible. We are much closer to being short than we are to being long. Okay, so what am I expecting for tomorrow? It really depends on where we open. And I can tell you right now, we have a ton of economic data tomorrow as well in the morning. So if you're not familiar, get familiar or go watch the Sunday sermon, okay, where we discuss all of the economic data. But for tomorrow, depending where we open, two things are going to happen. We're likely going to scream up to 408, then 410, 411, or we will likely get a back test. Judging by this period of consolidation, it would make sense to have a day 2 of continuation higher. Okay, so I would full on be looking for a short, depending where we open, 408 to 410, 11 area. Now that's a wide range, I know, but it is counter trend. So you'll want to be extra cautious where you do get short. Okay, you'll want to be looking for your reversal candle or your signal or your setup. Okay, But any back test and hold of 403 to about 404 area, 404, 405, where the 200 MA is, you would want to maybe take a stab along there. Okay, now if we come back underneath 403 and don't get back above it tomorrow or the end of the week, this is a failed breakout or a fake breakout. Okay, and we probably end up testing supports lower. All right, so I just want everybody to see here. Okay, huge down annual trend line on the year. Also, weekly 50 MA, purple dotted line, 412. Top of this candle is 412. It kind of matches up. Do we get 412? Maybe that would be a short for me. Okay, back test of the 200 MA around 403 would possibly be a long as it holds. Okay, underneath there, we start working our way back to 400, 395, 393, 390, under 390. You could pretty much say bear market over. You could also say the bear market is over if we take out a previous resistance. Now, taking out this 431, okay, would make, okay, an established a higher low, right? If you get above there, because you could see lower low, lower high, lower high. And if this rejects, it's a lower high. But if we get up above this level, right, to 431 and start cooking higher, that is a higher high. Okay, and that is a trend reversal. So I want everyone just to know that really the bear market wouldn't be over until I think we take out this 431. Personally, there's going to be some funky action up here. Tomorrow is going to be a tough day to trade after a Ripper Magoo how are you day. I promise. Okay, so tomorrow, do not have FOMO. Do not think, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I would have bought 393, if I would have held, if I would have, no. If that woulda, coulda, shoulda, shit doesn't work. Look, how many big ass green candles have we had in the last 2 weeks? We've had 1 and 2. And there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 other trading days. That means 2 out of the 12 trading days. Okay. Which is a very low percentage. Okay. Have been if I would have held. I don't like that percentage. If you would have just played your rules, you would have long 393 and made a successful trade up and sold. But if tomorrow you think I'm going to long and I'm going to hold forever, you will get fucking bagged. So don't do that. Do not change your rules all of a sudden on one green boner candle. That is what I'm trying to say. Stay disciplined. These home run days are few and far between. So don't shoot for them. Shoot for the higher percentage trade. Find your big resistances and find your big supports and play off of those. That's it. All right, guys. Wake up early and don't do anything fucking stupid. I'll see you bright and early. Peace.